Hi, I'm Alfred, and I work as a high school history teacher. Not the most glamorous job compared to my golden boy brother, but I love what I do. My wife Emma is 8 months pregnant with our first child, and we couldn't be more excited. Well, most people couldn't be more excited. My family, that's complicated. You really need to consider rescheduling your delivery date, Emma. Marcus's promotion party is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Mom's stirring her coffee like she's trying to drill through the bottom of the cup. We're sitting in their perfectly manicured backyard, having our weekly family brunch. Mom, that's not how pregnancies work. The baby comes when she's ready. Well, your brother has worked so hard for this executive position. The whole board will be there. Emma squeezes my hand under the table. Marcus isn't even here for brunch, again. He's preparing for his presentation next week. You know how important this is for his career, Dad chimes in, not even looking up from his phone, probably texting Marcus about stocks or whatever. Your brother is making partner at 32. Do you know how impressive that is? Mom beams with pride. If only you'd stayed in business school, Alfred. I love teaching, Mom. We've been over this. The back door swings open and Marcus strolls in, designer suit and all. Sorry I'm late, family. Had to take a call with Tokyo. Of course, son. Sit down. Tell us about the deal. Dad finally puts his phone down. Actually, Alfred, I need a favor. Marcus flashes that smile that always got him out of trouble growing up. I know Emma's due date is around my party, but I really need you there. The board members want to meet my whole family, and it'll look bad if my only brother skips out. Marcus, I can't promise that. If Emma goes into labor, come on, bro. I've supported you through everything. Remember when I helped you get that teaching job? You mean when you mentioned my name to your friend's wife who works at the school 5 years ago? Family supports family, Alfred. Mom's using her guilt trip voice. Your brother would do it for you. Emma stands up, her hand protectively over her belly. We should get going, doctor's appointment. Already? But we haven't discussed the party arrangements, Mom protests. Walking to our car, Emma whispers, your mom does realize babies don't take RSVPs, right? In her world, everything revolves around Marcus's schedule. I help her into the passenger seat. Even nature should adjust its timeline for the golden child. You know they'll never stop pushing, right? This party is just the beginning. Yeah, but this time it's different. It's not just about me anymore. I place my hand on her belly, feeling our daughter kick. We're starting our own family now, and I won't let them make our baby feel second best like they did to me. The irony isn't lost on me. Marcus is celebrating the biggest moment of his career, while I'm preparing for the biggest moment of my life, and somehow, I'm still expected to put his moment first, but not this time, not anymore. The grand ballroom of the Riverside Hotel was packed with executives in $1,000 suits, but all I could focus on was Emma's face as she gripped my arm during another contraction. Just breathe through it, honey. Maybe it's just Braxton Hicks. No, this is different. We need to go. Now! Mom swooped in, champagne glass in hand. Emma, dear, Marcus is about to give his speech. You can't possibly leave now. My water just broke. Surely you can hold on for 30 more minutes. The board members, Mom, we're leaving. Emma needs to go to the hospital. Don't you dare make a scene. Marcus needs his family front and center. Emma doubled over, drawing concerned looks from nearby guests. A waiter dropped his tray of appetizers, creating a momentary distraction. This is ridiculous. I'm taking my wife to the hospital. If you walk out that door, don't bother coming back, Mom hissed. As we moved toward the exit, Marcus grabbed my arm. Where do you think you're going? I'm about to announce the Singapore merger. Your niece is coming, whether you like it or not. You've always been jealous of my success. This is sabotage, Marcus's voice carried across the ballroom. Several board members turned to stare. You ungrateful little... I pulled strings to get you that teaching job. I own you. The room fell silent. Marcus realized his mistake too late, his face turning red as his carefully crafted image crumbled. Own him? One of the board members stepped forward. Care to elaborate on that, Marcus? I simply meant... You meant what? That you use your position to manipulate people, including your own family? Emma squeezed my hand through another contraction. Hospital, now. Dad blocked our path. Alfred, think about what you're doing to this family. I'm thinking about my family, my real family. We made it to the elevator just as Marcus lost it completely, his voice echoing through the lobby. You think you're better than me? I've carried this family's reputation while you play teacher with snot-nosed kids. Real classy, bro. Good luck explaining that to your board. In the car, between contractions, Emma managed to smile. Your brother's true colors are showing, huh? Yeah, and his precious board got front row seats. My phone exploded with messages as we reached the hospital. Mom, you've destroyed your brother's career. Dad, how could you embarrass us like this? Marcus, I'll make you pay for this. 8 hours later, none of that mattered. Amy Elizabeth came into the world at 3:47 a.m., perfect and healthy, squalling her little lungs out. She's got your stubbornness, Emma whispered, exhausted but glowing, and your timing. Looking at my daughter, I knew I'd made the right choice. Let Marcus have his corporate empire. I had everything I needed right here. 3 weeks after Amy's birth, the harassment reached a new level. I was feeding her when my principal called. Alfred, we need to discuss some concerning allegations about your teaching certification. What allegations? Someone claimed you falsified your credentials. They're very insistent we investigate. My cousin Sarah called right after. You need to know something. Marcus was bragging at Aunt Linda's dinner about making calls to get you fired. He's really going there? Over a party? There's more. He's been telling everyone you're unstable, that you're making up stories about him to cover your own failures. The doorbell rang. Emma answered it, holding Amy. You need to make this right. Mom barged in, uninvited. Marcus is facing an ethics investigation because of your little stunt. My stunt? He's the one trying to get me fired. He lost the Singapore merger. The board is questioning every deal he's ever made. Maybe they should. Sarah sent me some interesting documents. What documents? Turns out Cousin Pete works in IT at Marcus's firm. Found some deleted emails about fake companies and hidden accounts. Mom's face went pale. You're lying. Like the Shell Company in the Cayman Islands or the kickbacks from the Peterson deal? Those are business matters you don't understand. The SEC might understand them better. My phone buzzed. Aunt Carol, your brother just showed up at my house, ranting about destroying you. He's lost it, Alfred. Get out, Mom, and tell Marcus to back off, or his ethics investigation will be the least of his problems. You ungrateful. No, you listen. I have copies of everything. Every threat, every fake complaint, every illegal transaction. One call to the board, and it all comes out. The next day, Emma's boss called her into his office. Someone's been calling about your maternity leave paperwork, claiming fraud. Let me guess. Tall guy, expensive suit, thinks he owns the world? That's the one, said he was your brother-in-law. I called Pete that evening. Need another favor, cousin. Can you access Marcus's personal email? Already did. You're not going to believe what I found. He's been emailing people about you for months, way before the party, trying to block you from job opportunities, spreading rumors. Send everything. Time to end this. Emma put Amy to bed and joined me at the kitchen table, looking through the evidence. Your Aunt Linda called. She's withdrawing her investment from Marcus's pet project. Good. He needs to learn actions have consequences. Your mom's been calling my friends, telling them I trapped you with the pregnancy. Add it to the pile. The board meets next week. Let's see how Marcus explains all this. Looking at my sleeping daughter, I felt no guilt. Marcus chose this war. Time to show him why you don't mess with a teacher's summer vacation planning skills. Every document, every email, every deleted file, organized and ready. Tomorrow would be interesting. The boardroom fell silent as I spread the documents across the table. Marcus sat there, his perfect facade cracking. These emails show a pattern of harassment and professional sabotage against multiple individuals, including myself. This is a family matter. Marcus slammed his fist on the table. Like the Peterson kickbacks were a family matter? Or the Shell companies? One of the board members adjusted his glasses. Is this true, Marcus? He's lying. He's always been jealous. The SEC doesn't care about sibling rivalry, neither do your investors. Dad burst through the door. Stop this immediately, Alfred. The board chairman stood up. Sir, this is a private meeting. My sons need to work this out at home. Your sons need to work this out with federal investigators, another board member chimed in. My phone buzzed. Emma, your mom's here with a lawyer. Tell her it's too late. Marcus lunged across the table, but security was faster. As they escorted him out, he screamed, I made you. You're nothing without me. No, you showed me exactly who not to be. Later that evening at Aunt Linda's house, the extended family gathered. Aunt Carol bounced Amy on her knee. The board voted unanimously. Marcus is out and they're cooperating with investigators. Your parents are telling everyone you betrayed the family, Uncle Steve mentioned. The family betrayed itself by enabling him for 30 years. Cousin Sarah brought out a cake. To new beginnings and better relatives. My phone kept buzzing. Text from Mom. We raised you better than this. How could you destroy your brother's life? We'll never forgive you. Emma took my phone. Let's block them, at least for now. You know what's funny? They're more angry about Marcus losing his job than they were about him trying to get me fired. Aunt Linda raised her glass. To chosen family. Sometimes blood isn't thicker than water. Sometimes it's just toxic. 6 months later, Amy took her first steps in our new house, far from my parents' neighborhood. Emma's promotion came through. Turns out when Marcus wasn't sabotaging her career, she thrived. Package from Aunt Carol, Emma called out. Inside was a news clipping. Former executive faces federal charges. Below it, a note. Your parents are telling everyone it's fake news. The rest of us are telling everyone the truth. Amy giggled as I picked her up. You'll grow up knowing something I had to learn the hard way, kiddo. Real family stands with you, not on you. The doorbell rang. Our weekly dinner guests, the cousins who chose truth over toxic loyalty. This was family, messy, honest, and real. No golden children, no scapegoats, just people who showed up when it mattered. Life wasn't perfect, but it was authentic. And in the end, that's what Marcus could never understand. Real success isn't about power or money. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and know you did the right thing. What would you do if you discovered your parents enabled toxic behavior your entire life? Would you expose everything like Alfred did, or try to keep the peace for the sake of family? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'm really curious to hear your experiences with family loyalty versus doing what's right. Have you ever had to choose between protecting yourself and keeping family secrets? If this story resonated with you, give it a thumbs up so others can find it too. Hit subscribe to catch more real stories about standing up to toxic family dynamics and breaking generational patterns. New videos every week about complex family situations and how to handle them. Stay strong, everyone. Sometimes the hardest choices lead to the healthiest outcomes. See you in the next video.